Well, here we are, October 31st, hours away from the NaNoWriMo Challenge of 2009. Happy Halloween, by the way. I was going to wear a mask, but I think this is scary enough, don't you? I do not have an outline. I had every intention of making an outline. As usual, that didn't pan out. I don't know. I don't do outlines. I have good intentions. I sit down and start an outline, and I just cannot do an outline. I don't know what it is. I prefer to just start writing and seeing where it takes me. Kind of a frustrating approach, but more exciting, in my opinion. I was going to write a novel about a NASCAR story. I like NASCAR. I've kind of gotten into it lately, and I just think it might be kind of a fun story, fun, exciting story to tell. And so I actually did that last year and not at NaNoWriMo, and I got to thinking about it. You know, why would I spend all my time writing a story, a similar story like last year, when I could just take last year's story and rework it, restructure it? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that at some point. Of course, I say that now, but you and I both know I'm not real good about the follow-up. No, instead, I think this year I'm going to do something that I've been thinking about doing for a few years, and that is writing short stories. I have no problem pounding out 2,000 words like that. My problem is I get to a point where I don't know where to take it. I get stuck. I just hit a blank wall. And I give up, I get bored, move on to something else. And that's usually around 2,000, 2,500 words. So I'm thinking, if I could do that every day and pound out 30 short stories, then no problem meeting the NaNoWriMo requirement of 50,000 words. And I would have 30 short stories to show for it. So I am going to post these short stories on my fiction blog. If you would like to keep track of that, the address is fictionfix.wordpress.com. And I'll post my short stories there. You can keep track of them if you want to. I had originally thought I wanted to do some kind of theme with these short stories, but that requires a lot of brain thought there, a lot of brain activity, and I don't feel like doing that. So I'm just going to write 30 random short stories. I'm going to try to get some ideas from Post Secret. I love those postcards. I always, I don't know, story ideas always pop up in my head when I read the Post Secrets. There are various other places to get story prompts, which I have access to. So getting ideas for these short stories shouldn't be a problem, and I'm going to write down in the few hours I have left until NaNoWriMo starts, you know, some tentative ideas for these stories. And so I'm pretty excited about it. I think that'll be really fun to do something different like that. I hope I'm not breaking the NaNoWriMo rules by doing that, but I'm pretty excited about tackling it a little differently this year. So I bought a notebook. I buy a different notebook for my challenges every year. By the way, this is my 5th year playing NaNoWriMo, and this will be my 5th year winning NaNoWriMo, because I will win. And so I buy a notebook each year for the project, and I'm not a girly girl, but for some reason when it comes to my writing materials, I like to go girly. I don't know why. So I bought this notebook. See? It's hard, and it's got this snazzy little pink binder here, or spine, and it's pretty large. In fact, it can hold 325 pages. Like I'm going to fill that up. But who knows? I mean, you know, I've got it, and maybe it will encourage me to fill it up, because it is very satisfying. And I hope you do this if you're playing along with NaNoWriMo, to print your pages out and then put them in your notebook. It is so cool to watch those pages get thicker and thicker. So that's my plan. That's my notebook that I'll be carrying around and hopefully filling up soon. Can't believe NaNoWriMo 2009 starts in just a few hours. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to sleep the night before because I'm just itching to get started, you know. So hopefully I can keep up the pace and make this work. I don't know, 30 stories in 30 days. Yikes, I don't know. If I'm not real good about writing every day, I take off fast from the starting gate. In the first 2 weeks, I could just pound it out, no problem. But then the third week hits, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is getting old. And I usually don't end up writing the third week at all. And then the fourth week hits, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. I gotta hurry up and get my word count in. So that's the point I usually light a fire into my butt and I write. So whether I get 30 short stories out of this or not, it's kind of doubtful actually, but either way, I will make the 50,000 word mark. Mark my words. So anyway, let's wrap this up. It's getting long. So you guys, if you're participating, let me know. Good luck. And you can do it. You can do it. And there is nothing so satisfying than crossing that line and getting that winner's web badge to put on your website afterwards. So you guys can do it. We're all in this together. Good luck, and I'll talk to you soon.